about you?
Sorry?
If you could go anywhere in the whole world, where would you go?
I always wanted to be part of something bigger.
I love that answer.
Something that lasts, that means something. Something more important than life.
Yes. It's written in the stars. I am a star. If I had money, I would only spend it on things that were fun, you know? Not boring things like taxes. I'm just one for everyone to party forever.
When I first moved to LA, signs on all the doors said, no actors or dogs allowed. I changed that.
And now, y'all ready for something different? Whoa! Tranquilo, tranquilo, señor.
You know what we have to do? We have to redefine the form. Map those dreams and print them into history. Look up and say, Eureka! I am not alone.
I'm in so much trouble, Manny.
We have to leave now.
What I do means something.
You thought this town needed you. It's bigger than you.
It's the most magical place in the world.
Listen up! Who wants to see me fight a snake?
Hell yeah!
Every so often, a very lucky candidate from the outside is selected for admission to this hallowed institution.
It's happening. This is it! This is real!
We've been expecting you.
The School for Good and Evil, where the true story behind every great fairy tale begins. The School for Good trains the heroes. The School for Evil, the villains.
You're trying to tell me that Snow White and Cinderella and Jack and the Beanstalk were real?
Our graduates live the very real events, which become the stories. That change the world.
Is there a world that I can chase with you? This is all I've ever wanted, Aggie. I can't settle for an ordinary life. Not as it seems, the universe we knew.
But we don't belong here.
Oh dear. You must be lost.
That is an understatement.
Future heroes and villains.
The time has come for you to admit which side you're on.
I'm tired of being pathetic little Sophie.
You can be more than you ever dreamed you could be.
Into another world.
You'll not just be the fairest of them all. You'll be the strongest.
The rules at this school must be obeyed.
Dangerous evil is here. We have to protect Sophie.
If Sophie becomes evil, none of us will survive.
I'm your best friend. Evil is controlling you.
I like the new me. Is there a world that I can chase with?
I thought fairies were supposed to be nice.
Special guest in the audience tonight, legendary record executive, Mr. Clive Davis.
My voice is gone. What? You start the show tonight. No talking back. I'm your mother.
There's a boy I know. He's the one I dream of.
What's your name again?
Whitney Elizabeth Houston.
Wake up! It's on, listen!
How will I know if he really loves me?
My dream, sing what I want to sing, be how I want to be.
I say a prayer with every heartbeat.
Reach as big an audience as I can.
How will I know?
A common criticism of you, your music isn't black enough.
Look, I don't know how to sing black and I don't know how to sing white either. I know how to sing.
I might have just heard the greatest voice of her generation.
Maybe.
Maybe. It's got to have a hook.
A hook?
Yeah.
I'll give it a hook.
You are a far different person now
Fall is here, hear the yell.
from who you were when we met.
Back to school, ring the bell. Brand new shoes, walking blues.
Why do you continue to come here?
Because I enjoy our time together.
I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
iPhones just came out.
Thank you.
Let's give you a nickname. Pirate King. Wicked. Yeah.
I can tell that we are gonna be friends.
Mr. Harrigan, has anyone ever tried to take advantage of you? How'd you deal with that?
Harshly.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, buddy. I've got some really bad news.
I will call you back if it seems appropriate.
Mr. Harrigan, I wish that you were here. I got beat up pretty bad tonight. I want him to get what he deserves. He's a good man, but you didn't want to be on his bad side. If Mr. Harrigan had anything to do with anyone dying, that made me an accessory.
It's a tragic accident, that's all.
My grandma always used to say, a person shouldn't call out unless they want an answer.
Come on. You can do this. Give me the keys!
We are outgunned. The only way to catch this crew is in the act. Keep going.
New York.
Turn up the issue, I'm dying to give you the problem you practically begging for.
It is the opinion of the department that if James Knight wasn't hunting bank robbers, he'd be robbing banks.
Knight might be rough around the edges, but he's a good cop.
This crew is tight. They move like a team. You got a theory?
All roads lead back to a businessman goes by winner.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
What can I do you for?
You know, a lot of ex-pros.
I like a couple of them for a message Know anything about that?
Not to the best of my recollection.
Think real hard.
FBI, CIA, ATF, all have open cases on Winner. And 2 city cops from LA walk in here and they think they're gonna handle this case?
That cop served in the Marines, seems to have some disciplinary hearing every year.
I was thinking, what if we try your way?
The night is the most dangerous piece on the board.
Hello?
It can strike when you least expect it.
Alpine, are you trying to be funny?
No. I can take you out whenever I want, wherever I want.
How can you be at the wrong place at the right time all the time?
Trick or treat, mother.
정상에서 떨어지셨다고 봐야지. 저기, 여기.
최동수 씨 아내 송설아입니다.
많이 놀라셨겠습니다.
웃는 거 봤어?
젊고 예쁘고 외국인이어서 피의자가 돼야 되냐? 알리바이 입증된 거야.
예쁜 거 인정하시는 거네요.
그 친절한 형사의 심장을 가져다 주세요. 난 좀 갖고 싶네.
저 거기 없는데요.
그럼 어딘데요?
졸지 말아요. 조금만 더 참아요.
우리 일을 그렇게만 하지 말아요.
우리 일 무슨 일이요?
당신을 끌어안고 행복하다고 속삭인 일이요? 내가 그렇게 만만합니까?
내가 그렇게 나쁩니까?
살인은 흡연과 같아서 처음만 어렵다.
This is our prime suspect, Jason Derek Brown. Tough to say where he might be headed at this point.
I love you.
We should see what kind of trail this guy leaves us pretty soon.
Just not the Jason I know.
He's a con man, Melanie. Plain and simple.
I need to speak with Jason.
My brother's dead. Kid quadruple.
He was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Now, I know you know Jason, and I know he's been here recently.
We got a little opportunity.
80 grand, 3 days.
I'm gonna rob an armored truck, and I want you to help me.
That's above your pay grade. Is that a no, mommy? You're never gonna find him.
You sure about that?
I'm sure you'll figure something out.
Is there any part of that brain of yours that could just tell you to stop?
He won't get away with this.
One man against a loaded gun.
Tell me, where is your brother? And do not lie to me.
Did you kill that man?
I always tell you the truth. You know that.
How do I look? Deadly?
Good answer.
Dann in dem richtigen Moment so. So und dann.
라바가 여기 딱 믿겠다.
Sabot.
이름에게 기대.
Meine Aufgabe ist es, die Geschicke dieses Reiches zu lenken. Deine Aufgabe ist es, lediglich zu repräsentieren. Dafür habe ich dich ausgewählt, dafür bist du da.
Nur jedem Impuls, jeder Laune nachgibst, ohne an deine Rolle zu denken.
A lion doesn't lose sleep over the opinion of sheep. I love to look at you looking at me. Sie ist ein Buch für mich. Auf jeder Seite steht ein Rätsel. Dein Vater denkt, man wird von Gott dahingesetzt, wo er es für richtig hält.
Lass dich vom Papa nicht kriegen.
Coup de souffle et l'envie est finie. In ihr ist alles wie in einem unaufgeräumten Museum. A lion doesn't lose sleep over the opinion of sheep.
¿Quieres dejar de hacer eso normal?
¿Quién eres? ¿Tienes miedo?
5 niños fueron atacados ayer por la noche.
Hay gente que cree que la llegada de su sobrina podría estar ligada a una historia del pueblo.
No es una simple nana, es una profecía, un augurio.
Mamá.
Jesus befaler oss å bygge på fjell. Når storm og regn kommer, har han lovt at det skal forbli stående. Kirken skal stå her.
Jeg er redd det ikke lar seg gjøre.
Hvorfor ikke?
Området tilhører samene. De snakket om noe de ikke har kontroll. Noe åndelig.
Dette stedet tilhører noen vår herre.
Mataraka.
Det er en gammel samisk gravplass.
Alle mennesker trenger en lederskikkelse. En som virker samlende og kan vise vei.
Vi har en synder iblant oss. Og som vi alle vet, Herren dømmer og Herren straffer.
I går hadde vi ett dødsfall. I dag ser det ut til at det kan bli 2 nye.
Er det en slags forskrudd profeti som vi har kastet over oss?
Rens oss! Hvordan kan du legge deg rolig og sove om kvelden når du ikke vet om du våkner i din egen seng eller i helvete?
When I heard that Tanya Tucker hadn't made a record in the better part of 15 years,
Here we go.
I suddenly realized how potent an influence Tanya Tucker has been on women in country music. And I wondered why the world has forgotten. And I wondered why I'd forgotten.
Randy. Hi. I feel like I know you.
I want this record to be a renaissance period in her life.
I got a chorus that I was bringing my flowers now while I'm living. That's as far as I got with it.
We can write it and put it on this record. Like, that belongs on this record.
My dad looked across the table at me when I was about 9 years old. And he says, Tanya, do you want to stay here for the rest of your life here in Wilcox, or do you want to go be a star? And I said, well, Daddy, that's not much of a choice. I want to be a star.
I'm ready when you are.
All right. Well, let's give it a whirl, shall we?
The snow don't fall.
Would you say your dad gave you your audacity?
Oh, yeah. Never give up. Seems like I'm rushing my words.
You're perfect. Every time you thought it was you, it's them.
After losing my parents, I really kind of lost my mojo. I couldn't imagine anybody managing me but my dad.
All right, let's do it again.
And I get better every time.
Tanya's voice is in all of us that sing country music. Do you want to be the talk of the town again?
I toss and turn with that sometimes.
There's all these people that are watching that are wondering, is she going to make it?
Say a prayer. I need it.
The great Tanya Tucker. I think it's a really beautiful thing to see somebody that strong showing vulnerability in the way that she is.
Hubris is a state of overconfidence. Discussions of hubris always played into our training. We were maybe overconfident in our ability to control things. Alpine Meadows was one of the most hazardous avalanche areas in the country.
Then you tie in the terrain. It's steep right from the top right to the base. On top of that, we're in a climate that has greatly fluctuating temperatures. It was just this wonderful little avalanche machine.
I will never forget the morning of the 31st, waking up and seeing the snow. It was snowing sideways. The wind sounded like a jet engine.
When we found out the mountain was closed that morning, we headed back into the house. It wasn't like there was any premonition there. It was just, stay here, be warm.
I called and Bernie answered the phone. Then he said, hold on.
And then
this footage has just come in from the Lake Tahoe area. The Summit building was totally destroyed.
Child was left. The people
Rescuers found setting explosive charge in the Avalanche now stands.
If there was any hope to find any survivors, the time was really of the essence.
2 bodies were recovered, but there were still 3 out there somewhere, and the grim work went on.
I spent most of the day searching outside the building. Bridget wasn't fooling around. She was on full alert.
Helicopters are standing by to work on avalanche control.
Get yourself ready for this, because no one's walking away from it.
My heart sank. Did we miss something?
Is there any hope at all for the missing people to be alive at this point?
A miracle. It would be a miracle.